Well, hey there. Welcome back to another weekly video here at childcaresuccesstools.com. I am so excited to be back here. This is actually my first video of the new year here in 2019. I'll be explaining a little bit of that here in a few minutes, but I am so excited to be back. So if you are just stumbling up on my page here, if you're just stumbling up on me, let me kind of give you an official introduction of who I am. My name is Ashley Benz. I am a childcare business strategizer and mindset mentor. I am the founder and creator of Childcare Success Tools, which is the #1 online platform for childcare business automation. And what qualifies me to do this is that I actually owned, operated, ran, and directed a daycare business for 10 years. I started out, I started in August of 2005. And so I did that for 10 years. And so basically what I do, or who I help, is I help childcare owners who are basically kind of in the rut. Okay. So like I was. So childcare owners who are in the rut, you are trying to expand, you're trying to grow and scale your childcare business, you are overworked, and so I help people just like you. I also help those who are trying to get started. So there's a lot of people out there that have a dream of starting a daycare business, and so I help them as well. And I do that through my online platform at childcaresuccesstools.com, which is where we have different programs and resources and all those good things to actually help people like you. So anyway, that's a quick little bit background about me. Now, let me just kind of dive really quickly into childcare business automation, because if you're new and you, like I said, you're just stumbling up on my channel here or my Facebook business page or wherever you're seeing me at, childcare business automation, which is my passion, but childcare business automation is basically it is the systems and processes that are set up, okay, but they're a little bit different. I know when I say this, a lot of people say, oh, what's that? So, but they are systems and processes that are set up to run either technically or step by step, that run though in the background of your daycare business, you guys. And that's what I love about automation, especially childcare business automation. So we call them little engines that run in the background of your daycare business. And these are the things that really help your childcare business to be able to grow and scale, and so that you're not overworking yourself. Okay. So anyway, once again, thank you so much for joining. Now, what we're going to be talking about today in a few seconds here is I'm going to be covering what childcare business resources you should have in 2019. All right. So that's what we're going to be covering today. And we're going to jump into that in a few seconds. But before I actually do that, as you're joining and coming in, can you please say hello? Let me know where you're coming in from. Happy New Year to you. So for those of you that follow me and all that good stuff, you probably have been wondering, where have I been, right? It's the first of the new year, Ashley. Why have I not seen you? So, well, I've been sick. And it's crazy. So all last week, you guys, I had this horrible cold that just came up on me. And so usually what happens to us here in my household, so our daughter usually always gets this horrible cold right before Christmas. And so she went through her battle of it. Then it went to my husband and he had a case of it. And then it came to me. And it came to me the first of the new year, right? When I'm supposed to be jumping back into things, jumping back into my business, jumping back into helping you guys. And so last Wednesday, I was supposed to go live last Wednesday. And I woke up and I was like, okay, let me just run to the doctor really quickly. Let me just kind of let them, give me some antibiotics and whatever that they need to do. And I told her, I was like, my job requires me to talk a lot. And I actually have to do a video today. I have to go live and broadcast. And she was like, and I said, is it okay for me to do that? She was like, no, you need to stay home and rest. So I was battling this horrible cough. So if I talk for longer than 10 minutes, it was just like I would go into these coughing fits, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just not going to do that. So anyway, I am much better, and I am so excited to be back. And I cannot wait to share this topic with you. So once again, if you are joining me, please say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. And we are going to get started. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to share this out with my group. Because they're probably wondering, like, where's Ashley and all that good stuff. So I'm going to share this out with my group here, you guys. So give me a second. While I'm doing that, come on in, say hello. Thank you so much for the hearts. and all those good things. And we will get started here in a few seconds. Also, if you're new to me, one thing that we do here, first of all, you can catch me every Wednesday. I go live between 11 a.m. Between 11 and 12 Central Standard Time. So I know a lot of my followers like, Ashley, when do you go live? When can I catch you? Every Wednesday between 11 and 12 Central Standard Time. Now, one thing I don't do is I'm not going to sit here and pressure myself to be here at like 11 o'clock, right? Like, but if you are a follower of my page, and this is the thing, you need to like the page, number one. You also need to set your notifications so that you can see my things. There's actually different levels of notifications that you can do. So make sure that you set those. And then whenever I broadcast on Wednesdays, you know, Facebook will notify you that I'm here. So hello, Georgiana. How are you? Georgiana from Alabama. Happy New Year. Okay, so let me go in really quickly and share this out with my group, and then we're going to get started. We're going to talk about what childcare business resources that you need in 2019. Also, another thing that I was going to tell you, which is why I'm holding this up here, is we always bring something here at these things. So I like to do my go live videos I try to get them during nap time, and obviously, you know, I'm broadcasting all over the world, but mainly here in the United States. And so I usually try to get my go live videos right like in a sweet spot during that time. So usually between 11 and 12 my time, which is Central Standard Time, is is usually a good time for everybody. So I'm actually here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So that's where I'm located at. And like I said, I usually try to do that. So let me go ahead and share this out, you guys, and we're going to get started. Okay, and also, I hope that you're having a great new year. I'm just going to put join me. Y'all, I cannot see. Okay, join me live here. Okay, hopefully that turns out right there. But yeah, I hope you're having a great new year, you guys. I'm going to tell you, with me being sick, it really, it kind of knocked me down for real. And I had to rest. I had to do exactly what the doctor told me to do. And I wanted to go live so bad last week, and I just couldn't. But anyway, kind of put me in a little bit of a knockdown. I was like, really the first part of the year, like I've got to be sick and I can't do my thing. So anyway, but you know what? I think it really helped me to just remind myself that, hey, Ashley, before you jump up into 2019, make sure that you're taking care of priorities and taking care of yourself and doing those kind of things. So, all right, I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and post this out and share. Also, if you are joining live, can you make sure that you can hear me? I'm sure you can hear me okay. I don't think Georgie and I don't think we're having any issues there. So, all right, y'all. This video is sponsored by Discount School Supplies. So, what I love about Discount School Supplies, when I actually owned Ashley Angels, that's where I ordered all of my stuff from. So if you guys are starting a daycare business, or if you're running one, I love basically the company. I pretty much purchased majority of my furniture from them and things like that. What I loved about the company is that they have great customer service, and their shipping is really, really fast. So I will be leaving a link to their website down below, and I am an affiliate, so I'll leave my link down below for anybody that needs that. They always run in discounts and things like that that's going on. But Discount School Supply is sponsored by this video. And I always start out by doing testimonies. And we had one that came in the very first part of the year. And I was just like, oh, this is great. I was actually, when I read it, I was like laying on the couch sick. So, hi, Georgiana. Okay, Georgiana says she's in the beginning stages of trying to open her daycare business. Hi, Kimberly. Happy New Year. But anyway, so this testimony came in. It came through our Facebook group community. And it is from Vincent, who is the owner of Fairview Early Learning and Community Center in York, Pennsylvania. And he says, I'd like to thank Ashley and her tools. I just celebrated 1 year of being open, and her videos definitely helped me achieve that. We're up to 42 kids now, and we are a firmly established brand. You can do this. So, Vincent, I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing that. I remember when Vincent came into my program, And it actually was a year ago, and he was getting started. And so, I mean, he's just really soared there in York, Pennsylvania. So congratulations, Vincent. I am so proud of you and so happy for you. And you keep doing what you're doing, okay? So thank you so much for sharing that. All right, you guys, let's jump into this topic. What childcare business resources do you need this year in 2019? Okay. So before I actually start talking about that, okay, you guys know me, that know me. The one thing that I always talk about, because whenever we're talking about resources, you are going to be investing. Now, and so what I usually always like to do is before I actually start talking about a topic like that, I always like to make sure that I am differentiating between what investing and what spending is, because a lot of people think in business in general that when you, well, basically, they don't really realize there's a difference between investing and spending, okay? So I always want to do that anytime I'm talking about a topic of this nature. But investing is you get a return, okay? Investing basically includes an ROI, a return on investment. Spending is return with no value, okay? There's no purpose in it, okay? So just like, like these earrings that I have on, right? They're cute, they're great. The only purpose that they're serving is just some fashion, but I'm not getting a return on these earrings. These earrings are not going to bring me anything back. And so this was I was spending money when I bought these, right? But investing is where I actually get a return. Now, if I bought these earrings, okay, and these are not, y'all, listen, this is costume jewelry. I am a Burlington Coat Factory, Ross's, TJ Maxx, Target, Walmart. I am that kind of a girl. So, but now if these earrings were worth something and I was able to buy these earrings and then actually, go and I don't know, turn this in for some kind of a value, then that would be investing, okay? So I always like to make sure that I really make that clear, especially when we're talking about resources and things like that. So, hi, Prep for Preschool. Good afternoon. All right, y'all. So the very first resource that you need to be investing into in 2019. Hi, Cornelia. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Yes. The very first resource that you need to be investing into as a childcare business owner, you guys, is marketing and advertising. Now, let me just say this. This is something that I think everybody knows, but this is something that I don't think everybody is actually investing into, okay? So some of the things that you should be investing into when it comes to, when we're talking about marketing and advertising, you need to be investing into some Facebook advertising services, Facebook ads, okay? You guys, Facebook, there is 1 billion people here on Facebook. And it is the number one place that I recommend for anybody to, especially if you are struggling with enrollment and you're struggling with, families and people being able to know who you are. Facebook is the number one place to advertise. This is where I'm advertising at. This is where a lot of you all are able to find me. And right now, you might be watching this video and this is how you found me, is through Facebook. So we already know that it works, okay? I've already proven that it works if you found me here on Facebook. Good morning, Toy. How are you? Happy New Year. So you need to be investing, okay? Investing into Facebook advertising services, some ads manager. There are people out there that actually manage your Facebook ads, okay? And can help you understand, how to look at the numbers, because marketing is numbers. And so, it is a numbers game when you are advertising anywhere. Also, some advertising CRM systems. So, it's one thing to advertise, but there was a long time ago, you guys, when I was running Ashley Angels, I was reading something or read something, and I don't even remember what it was, but I just remember this statement. And it said, now you are paying all this money, or you're investing in advertising and marketing and to get your phones to ring, but you don't have anything in place that when your phones actually ring, what are you going to do? You wanted them to come, now what, right? And so you need to also be investing in some sort of an advertising CRM system, so that when you are advertising and then people are actually clicking or going to your website or they're calling you up, that you have a way to connect with these people and to be able to know who they are, okay? Another thing, when we're talking about advertising, marketing and advertising a daycare business, one of the things that you really, really want to make sure of when you are looking into different resources and services and things like that is how automated is it, okay? And so I talked about automation a few minutes ago, but how automated is this service or resource that you're investing into? A lot of you guys know I'm going to talk about this because it's what I talk about, because it's still happening. But a lot of you all are investing into what I like to call the old-fashioned way of marketing and advertising, which is going over to Kinko's, printing out a bunch of flyers, and you're passing them out. You're in the grocery stores, you're passing out your business cards, and that's the way that you're doing it. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't work, okay? But what I will tell you, because I'm going to be honest, because, this platform I'm a steward over it. Okay, this is really not my platform. It comes from him that's above. So I'm a steward over this platform, and I feel like that when I am here, it is my job to just be honest and tell you the truth. But that way of advertising, you guys, is just old-fashioned. Okay, really honestly, you just kind of do away with it. I don't have a business card. There's no need of me having a business card. If I meet somebody out locally here, I would just tell them what my website is, okay? And you guys know that. Come on, y'all. I can text somebody. If I meet somebody in the grocery store and I'm running my daycare business, and it so happens that there's a natural, hello? Y'all, I'm back. There's a natural conversation that leads into talking about my childcare business, okay? I can text that person. I can say, hey, what's your number? Let me text you this, or find me on Facebook, or whatever the case is there. But for me to invest money into business cards is really, you're not investing, you're just spending money, okay? So we need to get away from that old-fashioned way of marketing and advertising. There's a time and place for everything. And I'm not saying that stuff doesn't work, but right now we are in a different time, meaning that now we're in a time where we need to be moving your marketing and advertising online, okay? And the question that you need to be asking yourself is, whatever that you are investing into, how automated is that? So, when we're talking about that, how will it relieve you of financial stress this year? Because your purpose of marketing and advertising is to bring families to your door, right? And to also allow you to not have any financial business stress. Because if you're not marketing, if you're not advertising, they're not coming. Which means if they're not coming, you're not making money. Which means if you're not making money, you're stressed. Okay? But we want these things to be automated because, your role is a lot of different roles. You wear many different hats. So if you can find a way to have this running in the background of your daycare business, your marketing and advertising that runs in the background of your daycare business, then you can be focused on other things, okay? And so that's any resources that I invest into, even in my business. I always think about how automated is this. Prime example, you guys, I was sick last week, okay? I was sick last week. Not only was I sick last week, but I took off for 3 weeks in December, right? So thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate that. So if I had not had an automated way of marketing and advertising, you guys, I don't know. I could have lost business, right? I think last month alone, you guys, I didn't do anything. I was with my family. I was spending time with the holidays, you guys. I collected like 75 emails on my email list, okay? That is the power of marketing and advertising. Now, I didn't do anything, right? And I don't even know where they came from, honestly. But because I have so much stuff that's out there, I have an engine that's running. Obviously, if I need to find out where they came from, I can go back and look. But I have an engine that's running. So sometimes I don't even know where you guys find me from. That's why if you ever talk to me on the phone, I'm going to ask you, where did you hear about me from, right? Because I'm trying to check what part of my marketing and advertising engine is bringing in people and what part's not. That's a whole different topic. All right. How will it ensure that you are advertising 365 days a year. Prime example, once again, I'm going to go back to this. Last month, did not work. Worked 3 weeks out of my last day was the 14th of December, okay? So I didn't work, okay? But I was still advertising, okay? I have things that go on that run in the background of my business that allows me to stay out there, okay? You should be doing the same. When I ran Ashley Angel's Childcare, and I learned these things and I set these things up, I had it running in the background of my daycare business, okay? Okay. Hi, Shy. I hope Shy or Sha. Welcome and Happy New Year, honey. Okay, y'all. The next thing and I'm going to get off the marketing and advertising, but listen, you're going to have to, you need to invest in something with that, okay? The next thing, you guys, is delegation. Delegation. Now, this is one that is difficult. It is difficult for most business owners to delegate, okay? For those of you that are running family childcare homes and things like that, it's very difficult for you to delegate. For those of you that have centers, your owners, your directors, you got to figure out a way to delegate, okay? And so that is something that you need to invest into, okay? You need to invest some time and you need to invest some money into figuring out some ways that you can delegate. Now, the beauty of automation, which I love, is that delegation, it's almost like if you have these engines that are running in the background of your daycare business, just like what we talked about, the marketing and advertising, that is a delegation in itself. But sometimes, obviously we need people. And one of the things I want to kind of bring to CST, I think this year, is AI, artificial intelligence, because it is taking, the world by storm. And I am interested to see how that's going to actually, what daycare businesses are going to look like in the future. I think with us, though, I think that, obviously we have to have people running our businesses. So I don't really know how, but I do know that you can use AI right now. There's things that you can do to use artificial intelligence in your daycare business, which is cool topic. So you guys can see the nerd side of me. So okay. So what type of, when I say delegation, what does that mean, Ashley? What are you talking about when it comes to resources that I should be investing into in 2019? So done for you services is one of those things that you need to invest into. Here's the thing about when you are trying to relieve yourself of the day-to-day things that kind of go on. And when I say these things, you guys, I'm talking about things like even things as simple as booking tours. You guys, I was talking to one of my clients the other day. We were talking about, automation and childcare business automation. And so, and I don't know how we got on the subject, but anyway, we were talking about the fact that, and I told her, I was like, why are you manually booking your facility tours, right? Why are you doing that? That should be something that, if I'm calling about your program, you should be able to tell me, hey, here's a link, click here, and you can set up your appointment with me, okay? And it takes you to a calendar and everything is there. It's convenient for the family. And we talked about the fact that what that does, it takes out a step that the family has to do, which is getting on the phone and calling. But if I'm already on my cell phone, okay, I'm already on my cell phone and there's already a link there, it makes it convenient for me, which means if I'm interested, I'm going to go ahead, right? But if I have to call and then I've got to talk to some, what I'm saying? Like it more steps. So anyway, I don't know how I got on top. Done for you services is definitely one. We do offer done for you services. Right now we are in the process of redoing that department in CST. But hopefully this year we'll be bringing that back because there has been a demand. There's been some demands and people asking about, are we still doing done for you services? So we hope to bring that back. But really it just kind of go in and we just need to kind of revise and make some revisions of how our processes are. But done for you services are amazing, you guys. Now, when I was in business, there was no such thing as done for you services. Now there's all kinds of stuff. So, virtual assistants. Oh my goodness. I am telling you. So when I ran my daycare business, this is something that if I was running a daycare business now, I would definitely be investing into some VAs. I actually use virtual assistants. What I love about virtual assistants and done for you services and those type of resources is that number one, especially with virtual assistants, there is no payroll taxes involved. None. You guys. Now, y'all that are running daycare businesses, you already know what your payroll taxes do, right? Payroll takes up usually between 60 to 80% sometimes of revenue. And if you can lower those costs, that can save you so much money, you guys. Now, somebody might be saying, Ashley, well, okay, I already have an assistant director, or, there's a lot of things that we do, whatever. But here's what I would have done, okay, when I was running my daycare business, and I was right now in 2019. My assistant director handled a lot of stuff, right? And her job was very stressful. She dealt with the parents. So she dealt with customer service. She dealt with the teachers. She dealt with the kids. She had a lot of stuff on her plate. And then there was things that she dealt with for me. So what I would do if I was in business right now is I would take those things off of her plate, and the things that she would do for me, like the actual paperwork stuff or things like that, I would delegate that off to a VA. Okay. And then that way that would free her up to actually devote more of her time to my staff, because that's really where I wanted her to be at, was working with my staff. Her job was to train them. Her job was to basically carry out my vision. So, she was like the one in the driver's seat, okay? And she was the one that drives everybody else, all my teachers, my staff, and my parents, to the vision that I wanted them to be in. So if I could have alleviate some of the things that she would help for me off of her plate, then just think about how much quality that she'd be able to bring into my program. So if I was in business right now in 2019, I would definitely be investing into a virtual assistant, somebody that can handle that stuff. Now, like I said, the beauty of that is that I don't have to pay payroll costs for VAs. I don't have to set up no desk for them. I don't have to find a location for them to work. They work virtually. So wherever that is for them, that's their thing. And they work as independent contractors. So they're not an employee of me. It's no different as if I, hired somebody to landscape my childcare business, right? It's no different than hiring out a landscaper or somebody that comes in and mows and takes care of the grounds of your daycare business. No different, okay? And so that is something that I would definitely be investing into in 2019 in regards to delegation. And what this is going to do, this is going to help you bring more time back to you, okay? At the end of the day, you guys, if you are working yourself too much and you do not have time to put on your entrepreneur hat, okay? You don't have that time to do that. Your business will not grow. It just won't grow. It just won't grow because you are your business, and business is an inside out job. So if you are not able to grow as an entrepreneur, if you're not able to sit in your office and think about those things that you want to do to advance your childcare business, to bring it into 2019, and really bring in that quality, you're going to need time to sit back and think about what you're going to do. And if you don't have that time, your business is not going to grow. Okay. So delegation allows you to bring that time back to you. Okay. All right. The next thing that I would be investing into in 2019, and that you should be investing into in 2019, is step-by-step guidance. Step-by-step guidance. Okay. So, for me, you guys, I connect with so many childcare owners that run businesses because I did it. Okay. But I guess for me, I'm the kind of person that I need the breakdown of how something works. Okay. I need to understand the whole. And not only the whole, but I need to understand the step by step. Right. So you definitely need to be investing into some step-by-step guidance on how to do things, or whatever things that you're struggling with, whatever things that's not working for you in your daycare business. Even if that is nothing but you're working too many hours, okay? You need to invest in some resources that's going to help you understand step-by-step, why are you working so many hours? How can we alleviate that? What are the things that are causing you to be staying here late at your center? And why are you doing that if you don't want to do that, right? So, yes, Toy says step by step, definitely. Thank you so much, Shaw. But step by step guidance, you guys. And so here is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna get real. Okay, so hashtag real alert coming up. Here's what people like to do. You know, Facebook, social media, online, internet, this new world that we are in has loads of information, you guys. I mean, you can stay on the computer all day long looking at information, right? But a lot of it is on the surface. A lot of information that is out there, it's just on the surface stuff, you know. And I'm not going to say you cannot learn. I think that you could probably learn how to do anything, you know, on YouTube or anything. I think you can learn those things. However, you are running a business, okay? This business is like a human body, okay? I was talking to someone about this yesterday. Your business is like a human body. Now, it has parts and pieces. It has so many different, it has a beating heart, so to speak. It's just got so many different things. I also refer to a childcare business as like a car. Okay, this is one of the things I use when I'm doing like webinars. It's like a car. There are so many that you got tires. If your tires aren't working, you're not going anywhere. If you don't have gas, you're not going anywhere. If you don't have, you know, and I always say that the tires and the wheels are your marketing and advertising. That's what keeps you going. Your gas is your accounting. That's your money. Okay. That's what allows you to run the engine. So if you don't understand, okay, how a car works, right? How your engine works, and there's something that's wrong with it, what do you normally go do? Do you go on to YouTube and do you sit there and look up how to, I don't know, I don't know anything about cars, but I don't know how to change your alternator or whatever. Now, there's people that can do those kind of things, right? But most of us here, you guys, we're women, and I don't know how to go in and do that stuff. You know, that's not my thing. I am a business owner, and when I ran my daycare business, I was a childcare business owner. So you do that for your vehicles, right? You'll go, and what will you do? You'll go take it to the dealership, or you'll go take it to a mechanic. Okay, you don't go on looking on YouTube and Facebook and trying to look up ways to fix your car, right? The same thing with your body. When I was sick last week, and I'm gonna tell you guys this. When I was sick last week, you know, I was trying my hardest to not have to go to that doctor. Okay. And I like to use this analogy of a spoon and a shovel. What a lot of people like to do, and I'm going to get into those resources that you do need, the step-by-step guidance. But what a lot of people like to do is they like to use spoons to try to solve their shovel problems. Okay. So let me give you the example of what that looks like. So last week for me, I'm here, I'm laying, I'm thumbing around. It's Monday, it's Tuesday. I'm just not feeling well at all. The cold is getting worse. I can barely talk. And when I do talk, I start coughing. So, well, what had I been doing? Well, I went to Walgreens. I got my Robitussin and whatever else, and it wasn't working for me. Okay. I took it for about a couple of days, not working. In fact, it was getting worse. Okay. Then I decided to go to the doctor. Now, when I went to the doctor, okay, and then she gave me what I needed, right? That's why I'm sitting here talking to you today. Robitussin, Walgreens, whatever I went to get, that was me using the spoon. Me going to my doctor, that's me using a shovel to get the job done, okay? So a lot of people like to use a spoon, and then they expect for a shovel result, okay? A lot of people like to use a spoon to try to solve their daycare business problems, but you expect a shovel result. Not going to happen, right? So just like our bodies, you know, if I'm sick, you go to the doctor. If your daycare business is sick, if something is not working right in your daycare business, okay, if your marketing and advertising's off, if you're working too many hours and you really don't want to, and you're overwhelmed and you're stressed out, and, you know, you're all over the place, and you just really feel like you are just like everywhere, and you don't want to be everywhere. You want to be home at a decent time with your family so you can cook them dinner. You want to be able to, on the weekends, you want to be able to, go to, I don't know, your kids' stuff and not have to be feeling divided between a daycare business, right? Your accounting is off. You're not profiting, okay? Your customer service, I don't know, you got bad reviews on Google's or Yelp's or whatever. If those are things that are happening in your childcare business, then there are areas of your business, and if we look at your business like a car or a human body, they're sick. They need fixing. So why would you invest time into browsing around online for a fix for that? Does that make sense? Can I get a yes and an amen? Does that make sense, you guys? Like I said, we do that for our bodies. We do that. We know those things for our bodies and our cars. And ladies, you guys, we will go to the cosmetologist and get the hair done, right? We'll go to the cosmetologist and get these nails done, okay? But when it comes to our businesses, like we just feel like that we can find all of our answers, just online. And so I'm not saying that you can't, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you're using a spoon like I was trying to use a spoon to get my cough cure, okay? So when I say step-by-step, thank you so much, you guys. When I say step-by-step guidance, what am I talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking about some courses, okay? And let me just say this, you guys. No. I'm not talking about the trainings that the state provide. Let me just say this, you guys. I have to just put this out here, okay? And this is coming from love. The state does not care about you being in business, okay? They don't. They care about you providing quality child care. Now, when it comes to you profiting, I guarantee you, you come in and the state lady comes in to do your yearly inspection and you ask her a question, I'm not profiting. She's going to tell you, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just here to make sure these kids are safe, okay? So the resources that are provided through your state for training do not usually go over concrete business principles for a daycare business, okay? So you cannot really rely on that, rely on those trainings, those clock hour trainings that you need. You just can't rely on that, okay? So when I say courses, I am talking about wherever you can find those at, but anything that's going to solve your problems, okay? Trainings, okay? A coach. Now, whether that's me or somebody else, it doesn't really matter. But you're going to have somebody that can show you the way if your daycare business is sick. So just like when I went to the doctor, I was going to a coach, a health coach, so to speak. Somebody that knows what they're talking about. She knows what I need. She knows where I can get it at, okay? She was able to prescribe me that medication, y'all. I went to Walgreens. She told me what I need to do. When I followed those steps, that is why I'm sitting here today. And if I hadn't listened to her, if she told me to rest. If I had not listened to her, it would have made it worse. She told me to take my medicine. If I had not taken my medicine, it would have made it worse, you guys. So it's like, you can do things the smart way or the hard way. I mean, it's and I'm just being honest because for me, you guys, it took me a long time to be able to get to a place where I had to say, I need help in my business. I'm the kind of person that I can figure things out, okay? I don't need you telling me, and I definitely don't need to pay somebody to tell me how to run my business. Like, that was my attitude, but I quickly learned, and my business taught me that. Your business will teach you things, okay? When you're not making any money, your business is telling you, hello. It's tapping you on the shoulder saying, hello, I need more than what you can give, sweetie. But, I had to learn that for myself. So I have ran 5 and 6 figure businesses, you guys. And one of the things that has always helped me do that is when I was investing in step-by-step guidance, okay? So if you don't know what you're doing, because and our brains are only like this up here, I only have so much, you guys. This is it. That's why they're called experts, okay? They're people that you can go to that can help you along the journey. Okay, so what you need to stop investing into, this is what I do want to tell you, okay? I need for you to stop investing into shiny objects. And what I mean by shiny objects is that You know, there's so much stuff out there, y'all. There is so much stuff when it comes to running your childcare business. And a shiny object is something that you don't need right now at this moment for your business. I'm not saying that you never need it, but right now you don't need that. You need whatever the problem is. Okay. Just like the doctor, right? Now I could have decided, oh, Ashley, okay, I'm laying here, I'm sick. But, you know, I really have been wanting I don't know. Actually, I've been wanting some LASIK surgery because, you guys, I wear glasses and I wear contact lenses, and they're I hate wearing the glasses, and the contact lenses are bugging me. So right now I don't have any in. So, you know, I've been thinking about getting some LASIK surgery. You know, I've been hearing, you know, all that kind of stuff. Well, I could have laid there and been sick and been like, well, Ashley, why don't you go and do some LASIK surgery? Okay, LASIK surgery for me when I have a cold is a shiny object. I don't need LASIK surgery right now. I need to figure out how to get rid of this cold. So a shiny object are those things that are out there, okay, that you see, that you feel like, oh, I need this, and oh, I need that, and oh, I need this for my daycare business, and oh, I need to go to that conference, and oh, I need to, you know, I need this and I need that. That, if that is not what you really need, if that's not going to solve that problem that's in your daycare business, your marketing, advertising, your management and leadership, your staffing issues, your sub program, you working too many dang on hours, you don't need that right now, okay? So you need to figure out, what is my problems? What are my goals? What is it that I want 2019 to look like? And those are the resources that you need to be investing into, your time, energy, and yes, you're going to have to invest some money. Just going to be real, okay? Okay. Let me go and look at comments. I'm getting some amens. I'm getting some, that's where I failed. I'm getting some, this is good info. Okay. All right, you guys. So I am back. I feel much better. And I'm here to bring you guys some content this year that is, you know, obviously I'm not an on the surface kind of person. I don't have time to talk about on the surface stuff. You know, so here, if you're new to Childcare Success Tools, we get into the nitty gritty. I tell it like it is. Okay. I may not be the most popular for that. I may not be, you know, but I'm not here for popularity. I'm not here for spotlights. Not here for any of that stuff. I'm here to help people. I'm here because when I ran my daycare business, there was nobody in the forefront that was saying the things that I needed to hear, and that was being honest and being truthful about running a daycare business. So, you know, that's what I do. All right. Hi, Brittany. Happy New Year. Okay, you guys. So listen up. I am so excited for 2019, you guys. I want you to be excited. I want you to be smart. I want you to be wise. I want you to be savvy this year for your childcare business. I want you to reach for the stars. Okay. But I want you to do that in the right way. Okay. I want you to understand that this is a lot of work. If you're starting a daycare business, it is a lot of work. If you are trying to expand, if you're trying to scale and grow your daycare business, it is a lot of work. But the work that you want to be doing is smart work, not hard, don't do it the hard way. Okay. Don't do it that way. So prime example, I'm going to bring this back up again. Marketing and advertising, you guys. The hard way is not having your marketing and advertising online and having engines. Okay, that is the hard way. I promise you, you're going to struggle with the process. You will struggle with that. Okay, and there's so much I'm going to bring to you guys this year in a lot of different ways. Okay, I have learned so much. There's a lot. I've actually have grown. So CST will actually be 3 years old, March the 28th. Okay, so I am coming up on 3 years of being in business. Running CST, and there's so much stuff I feel like that I have grown in the last 3 years, and I'm going to be bringing that information to you guys. So with that being said, as always, as I end out today's video, Shaw says, where are you located? I am in Bowling Green, Kentucky, Shaw. So that is where I am located at. I work with people all over the world, but I am here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Where are you located at? I would love to hear where you are watching in from today. And you might have told me, but I'm not for sure. Was it Alabama? I know somebody's in here from Alabama. But you know, it's a lot of work. So even for me, myself, and running CST and everything that I do behind the scenes here, you guys, it's a lot of work, but I love what I do. That is the thing about it. And that is, it doesn't matter what you do every morning, you guys. Here's what I want to tell you. And I want to leave this with you, and hope this has helped somebody. You have got to be in alignment. And what I mean by that is that like for me, so I'm going to give myself an example. Okay, New Orleans. All right. So there are moments in my business when something feels off. Like it could be, a program that I have that's not working. It could be I don't know. It could be, there's a lot of stuff it could be, right? But there's times in my business that something feels off. Like it could be even sometimes the topics that I talk about. It could be the communities that I have. It could be things like that. Just something feels off, right? And so whenever something feels off, there's something you're doing something that's not in alignment with what you really want to do. Okay. And what this feels like, it bugs you, it eats you alive. It's like it keeps you up at night. And I know for me, when I ran Ashley Angel's Daycare, it was working so many long hours that bothered me. That bothered me. It bothered me to have to work 50 plus hours a week to run a business. That bothered me. That ate at me because I understood that there were other industries out there that the owners don't work those kind of hours. So it really bothered me. And so the reason why it bothered me is because I was not in alignment. Working those hours was not in alignment with who I really wanted to be as a business owner. And so if you are ever going down this road for 2019, if you don't get nothing else from me out of this whole entire year, I want you to get this. Okay. And I want you to hold on to this because this is going to help you be able to shift things when they need to be shifted. If something feels off, if something is just not right in your business, okay, there's some alignments and there's some adjusting that needs to happen. And so typically, I always like to say it's just really when you're uncomfortable with something, right? When you're uncomfortable about something, what this means, it means it's time for you to shift and grow. And if you continue to stay there, you're going to continue to be uncomfortable, but you're going to have to move somewhere. Okay. You're going to have to move and do something different. Okay. So, and what that means is that you're going to have to get in alignment. You need to get you and your business in alignment. Okay. All right, you guys. So thank you so much for joining me. I am so excited to be back. Happy New Year to you guys. I hope that you are excited. I hope that you're ready to start your daycare business and to scale and grow your current one if you're already running one. And as always, as I always close out my videos, I always leave you guys with a virtual goodie bag. And so in today's virtual goodie bag, I've got 3 things for you. And obviously they're just links I'm going to give to you. They're just things, the resources if this resonated with you and you are wanting to dive and dig deeper into any topics that I bring, I always give you guys a virtual goodie bag. So the very first thing in the virtual goodie bag today is that if you are not a part of my private Facebook group community, you need to join that. I know, now let me just get this, y'all. I know y'all are in a lot of Facebook groups. Y'all need to go through there and clean some stuff out. Okay. Get rid of some of these groups that's not being beneficial to you. Okay. And that's one thing about, do not let me get on that topic. But that is one thing you got to be careful of. I'm a part of Facebook groups that are beneficial to me. Most of my Facebook groups are business related. Okay, so anyway, anyway, join my private Facebook group community. There is over 1,000 members. The thing grows every single day, you guys. It's a mix of people that are trying to get started, those that are trying to automate and scale their daycare business. And it's just a great support area. You can go in there, post your comments, questions that you have when you're struggling and you have challenges. Go in there and post in there. Okay. I'm very active in the group. I check the group daily. It's part of my daily schedule. So I do run through there. And it's just a really great support area to be in if you are trying to start, grow, automate, scale your daycare business. Okay. I'm going to leave the link down below. And actually, you can actually go to join FB group .childcaresuccessful.com is the link, but I will leave that down below. Another thing too, another link I'm going to leave down below in our virtual goodie bag today is Discount School Supply. I mentioned them before. That's where I ordered all my stuff from, you guys. When I ran my daycare business, my furniture, my mats, my cots, a lot of stuff from them. And so I'm going to leave the link to their website below if you guys need something. They always are doing sales. And I was going to tell you guys this too really quickly, because somebody had asked this question. If you're getting started, they actually have it's a whole package, basically is what it is. It's a classroom package. It has a table, it's got chairs, it has a bookshelf, it has I forget what else is what else is with it, but it's like a little starter kit to actually furnish a full classroom. And that was something that they just started out new, and I was like, oh, that is genius. And it's so inexpensive, like so inexpensive. So anyway, that's going to be down below. And then also go over to my online campus at childcaresuccessful.com. There's other resources there, and just loads of stuff that's over there, you guys. So I am super excited to be able, like I said, to just for 2019 in general. Like I said, I have so much content I want to bring to you guys, and I'm so glad to be back. So all right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. If the Lord's will, I will meet you guys back here next Wednesday between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I try to get it during that time for you guys that are running your daycare businesses. And as always, I am sending you my prayers and encouragement your way as you run your childcare business and you go through this amazing childcare business journey. So, all right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next week.